Well, indeed, as most of you are aware, this factory where we are at has been in the doldrums for many decades. And recognizing that millions of Kenyans derive their livelihood from the livestock sector and the important role that the Commission played in this sector, I took the initiative to revitalize this Commission. Further, when we were making this decision to revitalize KMC, we also took into account that the Commission was once a true mark of progress and quality. The factory, however, was left to lie in ruins. Past administrations have made efforts to jumpstart KMC, but unfortunately, for very known reasons which I do not wish to get into here, these attempts never succeeded, and a lot of public funds went astray. And that is one of the major factors that guided my decision to transfer the assets of KMC from their traditional home to the Ministry of Defense. As a key stakeholder and also a consumer of KMC products, the stewardship provided by the Ministry of Defense will provide the Commission with enormous scale, predictable product demand, better focus on efficiency, and diversification of its product lines. Since we caused this transfer in September of last year, I note with appreciation the various rehabilitation initiatives to the Commission that the KDF has undertaken. The transformation is evident in the improved infrastructure that we are launching today, and this occasion is more momentous because the cost of rehabilitation of this industry was only a fraction of what we had been told previously. Hongera KDF, pongezi sana. Muendelee namna hiyo. The initial uptake of KMC's meat products by the KDF is highly commendable, and I am told that by June of this year, the Prisons Department, the Police Service Training Colleges, the National Youth Service, the Kenya Wildlife Service will all also be procuring their meat from this facility. I also want to acknowledge the immense work and partnership between the Ministry of Defense, the livestock farmers, and other stakeholders in transforming this facility. One of the greatest challenges that we had was this facility taking in livestock but not paying the farmers for the same. Indeed, some farmers had waited 4 years before they were eventually paid. So Jemedari, I am keenly looking forward to going forward, you maintaining your pledge that all farmers will be paid within 72 hours of the delivery of their livestock to your facility. Tuna hamu sana kuona haya. The Kenya Meat Commission dovetails well into the food security and manufacturing pillars of our Big Four agenda, and indeed improved meat productivity will spur not only the livestock sector, but also revamp activities linked to the industrial scale meat processing. Meat and meat products have a tremendous value and have the potential of being a driver of individual and national prosperity. And I believe that this sector is brimming with potential, with both pastoral and ranch farmers across the country awaiting their opportunity to grow. I am also grateful that, again, as I directed earlier, that KMC's management has reached out to establish partnerships with all counties of our country, in Isiolo, in Wajir, Mandera, Marsabit, Taita Taveta, Machakos, Elgeyo Marakwet, Turkana, Samburu, and many others. But I will also want to encourage you to also work with these counties in the revival of their own abattoirs, so that we are in a position to also have facilities similar to this in other parts of our country. I am also happy to learn that the Kibarani Abattoir, as well as the Shimanzi Depot, are also going to be looked at with a view of looking outside our country. To secure the value chain of KMC products, from the farm to the plate, there is also need to establish feedlots in existing KMC ranches in order to boost livestock yields. So once again, I do challenge the board of KMC to coordinate with all the stakeholders towards the certification of KMC's products for export. We have done it before when Kenyan meat and meat products were sold worldwide. And I believe that once again, meat products should join the growing list of food items that we are currently exporting to the rest of the world. And I want to remind you that even as we set our eyes on the European and the Middle East markets for exports, a significant proportion of our growth will come from emerging markets, many of which are right here in Africa, where the population is growing and more consumers now enjoy improved purchasing power. With the Africa Continental Free Trade Arrangement coming into force, this provides opportunity that should benefit our livestock sector by harnessing the entire supply chain in the meat industry. The value chain from animals does not end with meat only, and therefore, in line with our vision of revamping Kenya's leather industry, we have established an enhanced framework for the uptake of hides and skins by our local tanneries. My government will continue to create an enabling policy framework to anchor high value-added food processing, and we will drive the adoption of advanced processing technologies and provide platforms that equip our people with the requisite skill sets to ensure high-quality food processing. On your part as KMC, you must do more to leverage the niche in the market by expanding its export and especially its market share here in Kenya. And indeed, as one of the oldest public institutions in Kenya, KMC would be wise to capitalize on its brand recognition in a way that better caters for the product type demands of the modern meat consumer. With a change in the leadership at KMC, it is indeed my expectation that KMC's products and service standards will live true to the Commission's tagline, "A cut above the rest." I look forward to a KMC that continuously upgrades its meat processing systems and technologies in line with the trends in the market, with local sourcing of meat, effective inspection, monitoring, and certification to ensure high-quality standards, and a more targeted and focused product approach for its products. Indeed, KMC must reclaim its position as a key player in Kenya's economy. In closing, I want to once again express my sincere gratitude to all those who have contributed to the revival of KMC, to ensuring that those men and women who I saw today have been kept in employment and gainful at that. And I believe that this plant is an excellent example of how we can advance the food processing by pushing for high value-added processing, adoption of advanced processing technologies, and also equipping our workforce with the relevant skill sets. So ladies and gentlemen, kwa hayo machache, mimi nawatakia wote ambao watafanya kazi hapa na wanaendelea kufanya kazi hapa kila laheri. Pongezi tena KDF, pongezi bodi mpya, pongezi Wizara ya Ulinzi na wote ambao wamehusika. And we pray that good tidings be your portion, and may this industry be a boom for livestock farmers, meat consumers, support industries, and our country as a whole. May God bless you all. May God bless our nation, Kenya. Asanteni sana. The revival of this factory under the auspices of DOD is significant to our livestock sector, for this is the mainstay of at least half of our population. And without doubt, and as we know, this sector has enormous local but also export potential. As I indicated earlier, the sector is a source of livelihood for millions of Kenyans, and the market forces out there have not always lived up to their expectations, especially in times of drought. And therefore it is necessary, and it was necessary, to have government involved as a driver, together with existing private sector players, so that we could create a scenario where there could be some consistency and predictability in the livestock sector, and so that the perpetual low prices that our farmers were getting, especially during periods of drought, when they most need the market, are regularized.